My customers tend to be some regulars who've lived in the neighborhood since the beginning of time. And then we have those who are second, third, or more generations removed from being Ukrainian. It tends to be a pretty international crowd, who people who are coming into wanting to learn about their heritage. The customers changed. It's no longer Ukrainians coming in to assimilate into this culture as much, though of course there are people who are still coming into this country, as we know. But now the focus has shifted to accommodate Ukrainians that are, well, a little bit more removed, second, third generation or further, and well, maybe have not even been to the country, not even been to Ukraine, but perhaps their parents want their children to know something about the country, so they come in here and just buy things which remind them of the old country. Not so much advertising or promotion like that. This business has been around for nearly 100 years, so just of its own momentum, it just promotes itself. The appeal is the arts and crafts and something different than the regular cookie cutter things that are available out in nowadays. We have honey, something my grandfather, he was a beekeeper, so naturally we carry that, but also arts and crafts, things for making, even if you've never heard of a Ukrainian Easter egg, if you learn how to do it, it usually appeals to those who are just looking to do something different with their family and friends. Honey, usually, or the blouses, the embroidered clothing appeals to them a great deal, as well as some of the arts and crafts things that we have here that people either buy ready-made, or we're happy to talk about how we make some of the things. Well, it has an aesthetic beauty, which many of the things have, which crosses all cultural boundary lines. It just happens to be Ukrainian or Eastern European. But many people just find it just because it has an earthiness about it. And right now, it's just me and a woman who's been working here for 35 years, known affectionately as Pani Stefa, Mrs. Stephanie. And without her, I would not be able to function here at all. I describe it as Eastern European, Ukrainian, but if they don't know what that is, I kind of give them a little brief history or a brief description of where it is located in Europe. And then I speak of the arts and crafts and the music, and show them around and see where their interests lie. Я говорю трошки, небагато, but я говорю так. I speak a little bit. We've got many people who speak Ukrainian only coming into the shop. So. Yeah, I mean, my first language, believe it or not, was Ukrainian. So, yeah, sure, it was what we spoke at home. So, and everything around me, of course, is I was born with. It was around in my life. So, yeah, naturally, I use my background. This is a family business. Yeah, it was begun by my grandfather, and he took it as long as he could. Then my father was here for 50 odd years, and now me.
Okay, so do you use their kind of advice, maybe, how to approach Ukrainian customers, since they're really kind of specific?
No.
I have my own way.
The people, the customers, meeting, talking with them. A lot of people share their life story with me, if they have the time, of course. But a lot of people just come in just to talk, and some of them are pretty interesting. So I find that that's probably one of the best things that draw me. It's just the business and the focus of who we focus on has changed over the years. So now this is the next level.